So in this video, what I'll be going over are a couple upcoming changes to the leveling process, one of my alternate routes to prep these alts that is good for 100 to 400 KXP per hour and bonus gold under level 80. And then fun tips and tricks for my favorite mechanic in the game. So according to PTR, looks like we're going to be getting patch 12.0.7 within about 3 weeks. This is going to increase certain XP gains for certain things, and it'll be another time walking week. These changes are significant because it is fixing gaps that we have in the system now with existing systems that we're already familiar with. So if you haven't gotten all of your tunes done yet, or there's some classes that you want to still try, now is a great time to get ahead of the curve and get a couple of tunes ready for that grind. So you might be familiar with a very standard leveling method, which is very simply just mining and herbing for experience points and also for loot. It is not something that many people rely on too much because usually there's just not enough nodes to make it worthwhile. There is actually a way to use these tools to level pretty close to as like a questing route or a dungeoning route, especially if you weave them together, because doing one thing can be very monotonous. So if you're just like tired of doing dungeons, or you just don't want to level them up the way that you've been doing it, this is something that you can just add into your existing route. Not something that's very difficult. It's actually a lot of fun. It's I found this one area that is incredibly dense with these nodes, but they are packed with these enemies. So how do we take care of that? It's very simple, actually. I just want to let you know there are a couple prerequisites to do exactly what I'm doing here. Nothing too crazy. You probably already have it done if you did the Dragonflight expansion. So there are 2 required items. The first is the Sky Golem. This is technically optional, as it really only helps you when the main area that I've been working in is empty and you're waiting for them to respawn. However, it still is really good to have, and you can pick it up on the auction house. I would check different realms, more populated realms, you'll find them probably for a little bit less. And the second, you will need my personal favorite toy is the SLED from Dragonflight. So that's why I said you may already have done this. If not, it is relatively simple. It's a little time consuming, but they have ungated it. You're able to accomplish the daily on multiple characters and accumulate your warband reputation with them. You could technically do it in a day. It would probably take you a couple days though. So now for what the ultimate game plan here is to access the second lesser known mode of the magical snow sled. You may have encountered it in the real world. If you are in PvP and somebody hops on the sled, they're in combat with you, they enter a world that you cannot enter, only observe. So what this sled does is it makes you completely immune to everything. In fact, it doesn't even allow things to attack you. So what you want to do is to access this second mode is to ride it or hop onto it when you are in combat. If you don't hop on it when you're in combat, it will function the way it's designed, and that's to launch you basically as fast as possible, going downhill only, and going uphill will immediately start to hemorrhage your speed. So what we're doing is we're effectively taking its capability of, like, for whatever reason it just stops working. So you may want to use this at your own risk. This is not better than other routes, so there's no way that using this in this regard will put your account at risk. But do understand that this is not really how it was designed to function, because you are using it in a way that it wants to cease functioning. So as soon as you go up a hill, it's supposed to knock you off, and that's it. You're done for 5 minutes. But if you hop on it while you're in combat, you're actually able to, you're not able to move very fast with it. So you're stuck at like a very slow speed, so it's not convenient for travel, but you're able to walk around in this immunity where you actually are able to mine and herb nodes while moving. So, um, this is something that I kind of discovered by accident while using this. And I was like, holy cow, you can walk past mobs, they'll ignore you completely, pick up the node, and then move on. They have made many changes to this SLED since its creation because it was kind of glitchy in the first place and they had an intention with it, and it's still incredibly strong. So I think no matter what, definitely get this SLED, even if you're not going to use it for leveling, because it is just a blast to use in World PvP. And now that I found like an even cooler alternate function for it, other than to piss people off, it's just something that I enjoy more and more. So definitely grab it and have fun with it. And you'll see what's going on here. So how the heck are we doing this? Well, you get into combat with a CC or a kick, preferably. Cast your SLED, immediately use auto walk keybind to walk forward. Auto walk must always be on. You're able to rock back and forth while you're looting something, and it won't stop the looting process, but you need to not stop moving because you may accidentally fall off and then you're done for 5 minutes. The back and forth movements can sometimes feel a little bit sketchy, and to just avoid prematurely hopping off the SLED, you can do like a little loop around the node, and it gives you, like, if you start casting it and then loop away from it, and then by the time that the cast is over, you're within looting distance, you are able to loot it still. I found this to be the most consistent for me personally because it's never leaving auto walk, and I'm basically only using my right clicker to turn the character and not my left click or my movement to accidentally stop the auto walk. It's very, very important that you don't do that. And again, through my limited research, this is the only area this seems to be possible for this portion. So there's about a level's worth amount of nodes right here, but there are a few really, really densely populated areas that you don't need the SLED to actually farm the nodes for. So you can do a couple things. You can layer off of it with an alternate character, or you can like if you're DPSer, just sit and damage DPS Q, and then when it pops, just take it and then weave in and out of dungeons and then doing this node farm, and that will be a very, very good amount of XP per hour. So far, this is the only area I found capable of this. It looks like they allow this amount of nodes almost as like a challenge to kind of get you to like farm it, but then still have to fight. So you could clear this whole area and you'll get XP, but it takes a lot longer to do that. So I'm looking still for other areas that are just as consistent, if not more. There's also alternative concepts, and as I maybe do a couple more characters, I will be able to kind of flesh it out a little bit better and just have like a full-on like good, better, best type of options for different areas, because I feel like something like this could become popular, and they may even fix how it works. Not sure if this is intentional, but it is definitely unique. So if you got anything out of this clip, or if you enjoyed any of this content, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more content to come, and we're in it to win it, man. I got all the characters max level, except for maybe like warrior, ironically. I don't remember what level my warrior is. But I think I might actually have one warrior, but I have like 20, 30 level 90s already. It's just like for looking for things like this, and hopefully I find some more. So really appreciate you stopping by, watching my video. Any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. I know I'm going to get them. I'll be ready to answer. And thanks again. Have a great day.